Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a most important evening of the Comeback City. On a Saturday evening at 7 o'clock. It is with a heavy heart I tell you my name is Lance, and I'm joined here by my co-host, Sky. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming.
Guys, we got terrible news. Editor, cut the music for a second. Guys, listen up very carefully. If you're here early, we got some really bad news. They're shutting down retail World of Warcraft, and they're doing a full push into Classic WoW. Fuck. It's a full Classic WoW angle. We're fucked. It's over. Turtle WoW's taking over. Blizzard's done. Everyone was right. It's done.
I guess the channel's done. Shit.
Your mics are overlapping?
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. No, it's done. We're finished, guys. Call it a wrap. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're all just fucking joking around. How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Let me get some ones in the chat if you're here bright and early. Let's get some ones in the chat. Let's get an early roll call going, dude. We got Malice Alice with the one, of course, back again. Eridoon with the one. Casey, Once Dead, Unyielding, Saratoga, Once Dead, Jack, Shinra, Inferno, Isaiah, Genois. What is going on? I think it's Gino, but
Gino as. But guys, we actually have a jam-packed show for you tonight.
Yes.
We are going back to the old way of doing things with actual structured segments. The news has slowed down a bit for now.
A little bit.
So we are going to be able to actually have a proper show,
yes,
as some would say.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Back to the real roots of the Comeback City.
We got our weekly cooldown where we break through some of the news that's happened over the last 3 or 4 days. We're gonna go right into our forum freak out over that. A lot of good posts over there to talk about when it comes to discussions.
Oh, yeah.
We got a hot take debate topic about something very dramatic going on within World of Warcraft right now. A memory lane episode to react to, as well as a mailbox mayhem. All of it jam-packed in about an hour and a half. So guys, listen, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit down, relax. Hope you guys are ready. We got a slammed show for tonight, so I hope you guys are ready to hang out. How's everyone's weekend going so far? Football did just start, by the way. Is anyone watching football today? Anyone watch some college football or football the last couple days, NFL, stuff like that? That's a big topic, right? I guess throw that in there before people
trickle in. Didn't watch any college football, but did watch Thursday and Friday night football.
Yeah, that was fun. What up, gents? Just rolling in from work. Let's go. Ramphis, how we doing, baby? Samantha Howard, I'm being greedy. I am Malice Alice on Twitch, but I'm doing my part having both. Oh my god, Samantha, you're the freaking bomb, dude. Thank you. Yo, guys, be like Samantha, okay? Be like Samantha. We have the Twitch stream going as well. If you guys want to support for literally free, you can get another tab up and just mute the Twitch stream. Help us boost the viewers a little bit. Support the channel that way. That'd be really, really cool if you guys can do that. But yeah, we're just chilling out. We're gonna get into the what do you call it? The news in just a second. We're gonna wait for a couple more people to trickle in, talk to you guys, see how everyone's week's going. How are we feeling about the War Within so far? Because, man, it's not like I'm not excited for the War Within. Like, obviously I am. Like, I'm very happy. There's so much to be thankful for and happy for when it comes to this expansion. But it feels like ever since they released all those, midnight news updates and everything, it's like, I can't stop thinking about midnight. Thank you, Heisen the Pally. Thank you so much. I can't stop thinking about midnight WoW and wanting to get in there and play it.
Yeah, and I think that's always the fear for the current game when they announce, the next thing coming, right?
Yeah.
It's that WoW brain where it's like, damn, I just want what's new coming.
True.
And I do think that is...
Very true.
It's going to put a little bit of a damper in this Season 3 for some people, I would say. But we also have Legion Remix on the horizon.
Yes.
So it's like, there's so much to look forward to that it's almost like...
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's... I don't want to say it's hard to be hyped to log into the game right now, but...
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot to do. There's so much to do.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean? Impatient for midnight as well, but the raid keeps me on my toes. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's still so much to go through when it comes to the War Within and finishing off this patch. Like Lance said, Legion Remix. I did so much testing on Legion Remix the last 2 days. I leveled up from 1 to 78, in just since last night and today. Naturally, I didn't boost, I didn't do anything because you can just get your guy boosted up. So I've been learning a lot of stuff about the mode, and we're going to be making a lot of content guides for you guys on how to level up fast, how to get bronze really quickly, how to power up your character quickly, what to do when it comes to content and getting stuff, that whole thing. Is Legion Remix better now? It is better. It is better, but there are some points where things feel really slow, and then there are some points where things feel so fast, I can't keep up. I actually can't remember to put my talents in fast enough. So I have a couple ways of leveling up really, really quickly, and it's nothing crazy or genius, but it's fun. And we got a lot to go through when it comes to that.
I would guess that we are gonna have some more changes for Remix, especially for those early levels. And I wouldn't doubt them opening up that PTR at least once more before long.
Yeah, they're wrapping this one up in a couple of days, and they're gonna close it down probably for a few days. And then I would assume the next week they're going to have it open one more time for a week and then launch it to everyone. Yeah. Really quick, by the way, if you guys are online in the guild, how many people do we have online right here, right now? We're about to jump into the show, but just asking, how many people do we have online right here, right now in the guild, in the Comeback Kids playing World of Warcraft? 61. Oh, that's perfect. Casey, thank you so much. Guys, there's 38 of us on YouTube, 12 on Twitch. We need to get the guild
those numbers up
into the live show. This is a very big reason why we're even successful as a guild and community is when we all work together. So please let the guildies know as we're starting the show now. Let them know we are live. The Comeback Kids City is live. Even if they don't want to watch it, you can even just mute it. Go back to doing your own thing. Please, guys. That's all I ask. I don't need money. I don't need anything, but just get the community in here. Get us going. It's important, and we're also raiding later tonight too, so let's get the vibes up there. But I think let's skip the wasting of time, everything we got through, the intro and stuff like that. We got the people coming in soon. Let's get into the weekly cooldown, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's time for the weekly cooldown. Your full recap of everything that went down in World of Warcraft this week, from blue posts and patch notes to class changes, leaks, and more. We're breaking it all down for you right now, whether you missed a day or the whole week. Click that Hearthstone and get ready, because this is your reset. Boom. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you heard it from the intro. By the way, you guys did hear the intro, to be correct, right? You guys did hear all that voiceover and everything, right? Because last show, people were saying that they didn't hear it. So I'm curious. You guys did hear the whole weekly intro, cooldown segment situation? I did not. Was late. Can anyone confirm that the voiceover was heard?
For the weekly cooldown.
Audio was fine? Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. Weekly cooldown. We're going to go through some of the news, break it down for you very quickly. Yep, heard it on Twitch? Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Just wanted to confirm. Right off the bat, one of the most important things that happened over the last 48 hours, some class changes. Now, was it anything nuclear? No. Now, I was expecting a lot of class changes because there hasn't been anything going on when it comes to updates on classes the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe?
I think they were all in Germany.
Yeah, they were all hanging out in Germany, Guten Tag, chilling out. I was expecting a lot more. I was expecting maybe some Warlock nerfs, some other classes getting buffed, some adjustments, but it really wasn't that much. Some of the main highlights, though, Blood Death Knight getting some slight buffs with damage, some survivability with Bone Shield, nothing crazy. Balanced Druid, 5% damage overall buff. Slight buffs to their 2 and 4 piece, as well as a Loon's Chosen buff getting, minor buffs as well. Once again, these aren't anything crazy. Like, none of these are that good, I'm going to be honest with you. So they're doing the 5% damage increase overall, nerfing them in a couple areas, which is weird, and then buffing them, Eagle 2-piece Starfire damage increased by 15%. Wait, so they're nerfing them in 3 areas, but giving them 5% overall? That's weird, man. Sortilege, what's going on, baby? How we doing? For the raid not being nerfed in Mythic yet? Well, they have nerfed it a couple times.
Not for Mythic, though.
Oh, really? I thought it was...
all non-Mythic changes.
Oh, really? Wow, that's crazy. Augmentation got a buff with Bombardment. Nothing crazy. Devastation, Deep Breath damage. These are slightly good buffs. I mean, people are using Flame Shaper anyway, so that doesn't really matter that much. Preservation's damage is getting buffed with Deep Breath, which is shocking because they can actually put out some decent numbers, by the way. So, actually very surprising. Good, man. I joined the guild just working on my gearing on my shaman. Let's go, baby. Nice. We want Classic Plus officially. We do. And you're going to get it at BlizzCon. And we're going to be talking about Classic World of Warcraft a little bit later. A hot discussion on that topic, by the way. Stay tuned for that one.
Some would say it's a hot take debate.
Hot take debate. It's true. Beast Mastery got some buffs. 4% overall. Buffs to their death row. Dark Ranger got buffs as well. I don't think people are going to be using Dark Ranger at all still. They're just going to be staying... what's the other one called? Oh, man.
Pack Leader.
Pack Leader, yeah.
Or whatever. Leader of the Pack, whatever.
Leader of the Pack. I think it's Pack Leader. They're going to be sticking with that. Hellwind!
That's a big $9.99 from Hellwind.
Big $9.99. By the way, don't forget, guys, if you guys are in-game, let the guild know. We have 61 people online right now. We have 56 people in YouTube. Get the guildies online into the guild. Tell them it's very important that they come stick by the show. Very, very important, guys. Very, very important. Anyways, moving into it. Yeah, Pack Leader. Yeah, Triller, thanks for the follow. Appreciate the love. Holy Priest healing got slightly buffed. That's good because it seems they're only good in a raiding environment yet again, but even then they're getting outperformed by a couple different specs. So, like, Holy Priest is in a pretty bad spot. The Halo increased by 40% is nice during those cooldown windows for the snapshot healing for raiding, which there's a lot of moments. That's why Preservation is doing so well, because if they prep everything for a big damage window, then they let it all go at once with all their echoes and everything, they'll just full heal a raid by their fucking selves, which is really cool. Atonement, slight buffs. I don't know why this is getting buffed. This one's been doing pretty good, all War Within, and it seems like the one time they're not doing the best, they're trying to buff them.
Well, let's just get them back up.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Anyways, outside of raid though, they're nerfing it. So they're buffing it for raid, which they're by far the worst healer in the game for raids, and then they're decreasing it in Mythic Plus.
They can nerf things just inside of a raid?
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You can nerf things just in a raid and buff
for
things?
Healers, I believe that's what's been going on. I'm not sure if there's any cases and scenarios.
Anyone else think that's interesting, that they can buff and nerf things just for a raiding environment?
I mean, I think it's cool. Other than that, guys, when it comes to class changes, yeah, like I said, I was expecting a lot more, especially since it's been about 3 weeks since the last updates. But that was it. I mean, some slight healer changes, Beast Mastery, and Balanced Druid. That's it. I was very, very surprised Warlock didn't get nerfed a little bit. That was a surprise to me.
I'm interested to see what the graph looks like right now.
Oh, like the overall graph?
Yeah, the DPS graph.
I could check that out. Let me see. Warcraft logs. Might be hard to see though. Let's see. Can I? Hard to see. But if we're looking at the damage, that's 90% right there.
Oh wow.
So, I mean, yeah, Destruction, Warlock, Marksmanship, Arcane. Surprisingly, I mean, Frost is good. Sir Dew, what's going on, baby? How we doing?
Surdu.
Elemental, of course, is doing good. Fury started to do good as well. Windwalker. Man, I was really surprised Windwalker ended up doing well. I guess it's just a lot of AoE and a lot of burst windows. You know what I mean? So I honestly, I've been really interested, and I've thought about it a couple times to like get my Windwalker going. It sounds like fun. What?
Is that balance all around the bottom? Can't even see it.
Yeah, that's balance druid.
Wow. It's not very often that the balance is substantially worse than feral, right?
Horribly low.
Wow.
It's a shocker for sure.
Where's Og?
Og is right
there. It is.
There, 2 up. So it's beating Beast Mastery and balance.
Wow. Yeah, those are. I think I would call that send help tier.
Yeah, they've been in need. Zaz, what's going on, baby? How we doing? Have it being so low hurts my feelings. I mean, the Chaos brand itself brings millions of DPS on its own. So like, no matter what, they're
and
always.
When it comes to raiding, you're not. I don't think many people are running Vengeance.
Yeah.
Raid environment.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They do not run Vengeance.
So Havoc has a spot.
They'll always have a spot. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good, which actually, it's funny. I don't think they should give Devour a Chaos brand.
Why not?
So that Havoc still has a spot, because if it does, you're just gonna bring the range one. Why have an extra melee, right?
I mean, no, you're just gonna bring the one that's just performing better always. Same thing with Arms or Fury.
There's times where Survival is the best hunter spec, and people don't play it just because it's melee.
Yes. Doing great. Hope you two have been having a great Saturday. Yeah, doing pretty good. Having a friggin' awesome ball so far. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much. By the way, if you guys want to help support the channel for free, we have 57 on YouTube. We have it pinned in the chat right now. You guys can pull up a second monitor for Twitch. Help boost the views a little bit so you can get 2 tabs at once. I know it's a little crazy, but I'd really appreciate it. It's for absolutely free. You don't got to donate, no money or anything like that. Just show some love in that way. But interesting little graph. Nothing too crazy. But when it comes to class changes, that's surprisingly pretty much it. Now, when it comes to Legion Remix shifting some of our focus for the next few minutes, there are new battle pet models and stuff like that. Trinity, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love. Razor, what's going on, baby? How we doing? Usually Arms is better than Fury for raid. Yeah, and it should stay that way, but I guess that's just not the case. Ronan, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the love. So a couple new battle pets, Fellstalkers, a little pug action. Nothing wrong with that. A little Warden Owl. That's really cool for a Night Elf. A little Exodar. This is one of those things that they think that's part of the Burning Crusade cross promotion for TBC coming out soon. A little baby seal action. I know some people are into pets and stuff, so you got to show stuff like that. Now... Yeah, pugs, exactly.
Big pug fan.
There's always a couple people. Development notes for Legion Remix. Some of the really big ones here. There's important ones. Now, when it comes to experience, before, it was a slog to level. I tried it. It was a slog. I couldn't get even 10% of where I am now in the last 2 days. It was just boring. They buffed the XP substantially, and they give you these rewards now when you complete the introductory quest that give you 10% Warband XP across your account for Legion Remix, which is nice. And then there's 2 more of them for the first character hitting level 40 as well as 80. So if you max out one character, you get 30% flat XP bonus, which is really nice.
That's pretty good.
And the real push when you get crazy XP is when you get into the heroic world tier. That's when mobs, they go up to 500% bonus XP.
Wow.
So what I was doing is I would go on a Protection Paladin and pull maybe 20 mobs at a time. I shit you not, 20 at a time. And just slaughter them and get so much XP. It was absolutely awesome. Then at level 70, you also gain this 250% bonus XP for that character also. It sounds like a lot. It really doesn't feel that much more, I promise you. And then increased XP gain from raid bosses and other quests and stuff like that. So, they're just trying to streamline it. I still think that 1 to level 25 experience is a freaking slog, and it still needs to be increased. But it is what it is. You take what you can get. When it comes to rewards and everything, I don't really want to get into all this because... I mean, that's just something that's always subject to change. The XP is the most important because if it's too long when it comes to leveling, no one's going to do it.
Yeah,
no
I can
one's
see a lot of people dropping out.
I mean, who would want to play Legion Remix if it takes super long to level? Right or wrong, chat? Let me ask you guys. Would you want to freaking play Legion Remix if you're sitting there and you have to level up for 8, 9, 10 hours?
I think going from 1 to max should take about 10 hours.
10 hours?
For the first time, I think it should. That seems about right.
10 hours is a lot,
For the first go round.
I think people don't want to do that. They want to feel OP. They want to get into end game content. They want to start earning bronze fast. They want to destroy everything as fast as possible. Solo dungeons. That's what Remix is about. It's about having fun. I would say like 5 to 6 to 7 hours is that sweet spot. 10 is a lot. The whole point of Remix is fast leveling and crazy player power. Yeah, true. Nobody wants to level 10 hours, and trust me, you'll feel that once you get on there. Don't get me wrong. I like Legion. I like doing the quests.
The first mop leveling was about 10 hours. My first time through, on my first character.
Yeah, but it also got to the point where once you got one character max, you just started getting XP things that turned your other characters into like an hour, 15 minutes, 2 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just think maybe if the first time 10 hours is not a terrible amount.
Yeah, but no one gives a shit. It's not about the leveling in Legion Remix. It's about blowing shit up, feeling overpowered, getting transmog, getting rewards, and experiencing every bit of Legion content at a super fast rate. Juan Epstein, what's going on, baby? How we doing? Mega, what's going on? Good looking. How we doing? Yo, guys, we have 37 viewers on Twitch. We're getting close to YouTube. YouTube's at 46. That's insane. I remember Tank soloing Mythic Garrosh in Remix 2. Exactly. Like, just let it feel busted. Let it feel broken. That's what makes it fun. That's what people want. And clearly, everyone is agreeing. So, I think that's a W. And they definitely increased it. I just think the 1 to 20 taking... or 10 to 25 taking 2-3 hours, man, it's tough. It's tough. But then you start getting these moments where you're getting the gear and you're leveling in minutes at a time. I mean, I have recordings. I wonder if I could pull them up for you guys. Hold on, let me see. I got some recordings here for you all. Let me see if I can pull this up. How's the XP gains here? So look at all these mobs I'm pulling on a Protection Paladin right now. I'm pulling all these mobs at once. All the Murlocs. They have a bunch of affixes on them.
This is the Heroic World Tier?
This is the Heroic World Tier Protection Paladin gameplay. And we're popping everything and we're just blowing shit up. Everything's dying super quickly. And you can see the XP bar on the bottom. Where is that at?
It's there.
Near the end. So it's already, I'm already about to level, but if I hit that, now I'm about halfway leveled in one pull. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Right or wrong, chat? Is that not what we want? I want to pull a bajillion mobs. I want to kill everything all at once. I want to blow shit up, and I want to level up fast. That's what makes it fun. That's fun. I don't want to sit here in quests for 10 hours.
Hey.
No, I like questing.
I mean, I already have...
I did 2 of the zones.
No, I mean, I already have, what's it called?
I just want to pull everything, hundreds of mobs. It's really fun. Other than that, though, nothing significant.
Master for Legion, so I don't really care.
Player power scaling when it comes to the world tier, that's cool. By the way, I'm confused also.
No, Mega didn't release yet. That's PTR.
Yeah, it was just PTR. It was just me testing some stuff out, leveling up. Is there more world tiers than just heroic? Once dead with a comeback hit membership. Thank you, baby. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you. Appreciate it,
I don't think there's only.
I think it's just heroic, right? Yeah. I think is that gonna come later in Remix?
Who knows?
So yeah, it's probably just gonna be one. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Anyways, greatly reduced overall enemy health in dungeons as well as raids. So because it was too much, and then Heroic World Tier, rares in the Heroic World Tier are now always empowered. And by the way, when they're empowered, they have like many affixes. A simple way to put it, if you guys have ever played Diablo and you're doing like nightmare dungeons, they have like extra like powers and effects on them. So the rares end up actually being really difficult. So it gets really scary if they have like 4 affixes on them and they're a boss. It can get crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but you have to remember, I was doing it solo with no healer, no other DPS. So, like, you know, if you get an XP farming group, you're pulling, you know, you have a tank, you have a healer, and you have 3 absolutely Chad AoE blasters, you're gonna blow shit up and you're gonna level in minutes.
Believe me, there's gonna be a frog farm.
A frog?
A frog-like farm.
Oh, I already found 3. 3 total that I love to where I I was getting maybe 1 or 2 levels every 5 minutes. It was phenomenal. It was juice. The problem, though, with Legion Remix, I still see that they haven't been addressing is that there are these points where, and let me full screen for this, there are these points where when you're in Legion Remix, you're very strong. And then all of a sudden, you'll hit a bracket to where, for example, level 60. Level 59, you're pumping. Everything's melting. It's fun. It's fast. It's quick. Then you hit the level 60 bracket, and the world scaling is way too harsh. And you're getting annihilated by like 4 or 5 mobs. So it's very, very annoying when it comes to that. And then right when you catch up at like level 64, 65, 66, you get the gear again. And then you hit like 67, 68. They hit you with another brick wall. It's another pain in the ass. And then you feel super weak and you're getting one-shotted yet again. So in that regard, definitely not fun. By the way, once again, shout out Once Dead for the membership. Love that. Thank you so much, buddy. And then just a couple of other stuff, buffs and debuffs to some of the effects and stuff like that. And then the obelisk, these are like the temporary power buffs that you can like channel and loot. They're cool.
Just like Diablo.
Yeah, they're cool. Assuming you don't have heirlooms, no, you do not. So nothing really scales. And then another hot topic right now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you guys didn't know, the disc belt on live realms are actually going to get nerfed by 20% for the damage and stat effects. Now, I have no idea why they're doing this. I do not see a reason why.
No, that means
farm a belt out?
Better get yourself a hero belt.
Yeah.
Minimum of a hero belt.
The what? It's the Titan disc belt that you can farm out. But I don't know. I don't know why they're doing this. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, we already have it. I think we're supposed to be feeling stronger as we go throughout a season, not intentionally trying to make me weaker. I think that's weird. But it is what it is. That's just another quick little discussion on that.
We're going to be getting turbo boost in the 0.5 as well.
Yes, that is true also. I mean, make sure this pulls up properly.
So hero belts will be getting, they'll be going to quite a hefty item level.
Yes, they will be. Also, I wanted to go through some interesting tweets over the last few days. This was some of the Turtle WoW stuff, but you know what's funny is the Turtle WoW accounts, by the way, they were commenting under Blizzard developers and players like tweets and like saying stuff as the Turtle WoW social media account. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Is that not kind of crazy to do?
Well, that's why a lot of you saw a lot of even classic guys and people who were playing Turtles, like, yeah, they were really poking the bear.
They're like asking for it. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy, no?
That's crazy.
They're like making fun of Hearthstone on the official page. You should listen to their music. Sabaton is a banger. That's Sabaton. I don't even know what that is. You gotta let me know what the hell that even is, buddy. And then anyways, that was just for me. This was the survey, and then once again the data mine information when it comes to Burning Crusade crossover. It looks like honestly they're gonna run it back with that whole, what do you call it? The Dark Portal Pass?
Dark Portal Pass, yep.
Yeah, and it looks like people are gonna be getting the Phase Hunter as well as the Little Exodore this time around.
I wonder if you bought the original one, if they'll let you just get that stuff
Maybe.
back.
By the way, really quick, guys, is anyone planning on playing Burning Crusade Classic? Is anyone planning? I mean, listen, if you want me to be completely real, if I wasn't so hyped about retail WoW, I would play Burning Crusade. Why not? I mean, I would.
I mean,
but the problem is...
it is my favorite expansion of all
time. The problem is I'm loving retail WoW right now.
Yeah.
I'm all my attention is stuck on retail WoW and Midnight, Legion Remix, finishing the raid on Heroic, getting my achievements. So, like, the problem is I just don't have time and I'm not that interested. If we're gonna put it like head to head right now, retail or run it back on Burning Crusade, I'm not gonna run it back. I'm sorry. I've been there, did that. You know what I mean?
And I love TBC.
Yeah, all of that. I love it. That's funny.
I can't. I just don't have the time.
That's what I'm saying.
I barely have time to play.
You know
retail.
what? You know what? It would be cool is if they gave like like a 50 or 100% XP boost to level up, like from 1 to 70 at least, like a fresh server, 100% bonus XP.
Like they did when they released the Wrath servers.
Yeah. Would you guys try it out if you can level 1 to 70 like 100 or 150% bonus XP faster just to get a character leveled? I feel like that'd be fun then. You know, again, then you run right into fucking Outland.
The leveling is fun.
For sure.
You know, if they
Still nope.
made the XP higher, I would check it out.
I love that. Nope.
I don't know. Also, I have really good memories from TBC. I don't want to leave it.
Yeah. You don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mr. Wolf, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the love, buddy. Thank you. No, would rather get my tunes and retail squared away for midnight. Yeah, true. I would like to try, but I don't have the time. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, it's like, I really I loved our time even in TBC Classic. I liked it. TBC when it first came out the first go round, right? But
yeah,
sometimes
you just gotta leave it be
in the past.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest issues I have with and I'll just say it openly up front, is like a lot of classic players and even creators, dude, they beat that dead horse to where it is literally dead and they hate it, and it's unhealthy. Like if I love the War Within, I love the War Within, but I'm not gonna sit here and run that shit back 10 times and then get upset if they don't make a War Within plus. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta live and let be. You gotta move on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, you could remember something fondly and not have to go back and relive it.
There's no horse. There's not even a bones. They're just hitting a hole like 10 feet deep. Yeah, it's unrecognizable the way they feel about Classic. All the creators and all the players, it's actually gotten so ugly that they've banded together in unison to hate the game that they once loved and the company that made it now. I don't know. And we'll talk a little bit about that more later. That's why so many went to OSRS. Yeah, exactly. So like you don't gotta hate on it, man. Just leave it, let it be, go try something new. And that's why I think OSRS is a perfect time for it to come out. Or not come out, but become a fucking thing again.
To get popular,
yeah. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 41 viewers on Twitch. We're trying to get that up to 50 viewers. If you guys want to help for absolutely free, get a second monitor going. Get the tab. We have it pinned to the YouTube chat. Support, please. Hit mute. Shut me up on that Twitch so you don't get double echoed Sky voice. But yeah, interesting to say the least. Legion Remix devs are looking into ways to also satisfy the power fantasy again. So once again, when it comes to Mop Remix, Lance, and all the viewers and all you guys in the stream, Mr. Pandaria Remix, the best thing was feeling absolutely overpowered. It was fun. You know, you go in there, it got to the point actually to where you go into Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic and you can solo it if you want to.
Yeah, it was just people were carrying other people.
Yeah. People were carrying their guild.
That's the cool thing too.
Yeah.
Is you could just get carried through it all.
Mm-hmm.
And any person that was running the Siege of Orgrimmar, there was usually a few people who were strong enough to probably solo it. And that shit was getting knocked out in 20-30 minutes.
Yeah, it was awesome. So the devs put out a tiny bit of a little bit of an update. We haven't gone live yet. We're still listening and still iterating. That said, I think you're right about a few things. Part of our initial design was a reaction to Mr. Pandaria Remix. We want all players to have fun and feel like they're contributing in group content. We are now being told that's not what many players expect or even want. So we're investigating ways to satisfy the power fantasy while experimenting with new ideas. So like we just said, sometimes people don't want to feel overpowered. Some people want to just feel like superheroes and do everything. And that's fine.
Yes, but I also don't think...
True, unyielding, true.
I feel like the ARPG feeling that Mop Remix gave them...
Thank you, Saratoga.
I think it was great for Mop Remix, right? However, I like what this guy's saying is they're using this Legion Remix to test to see if things could work in retail WoW.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a better way to test things.
Yeah,
Maybe
sure.
that's a better thing to do.
Sure. Why not?
I would personally imagine if they put a heroic world tier.
I would love it
in the regular game.
Okay, just to break this down, it made me. You know what going out there as a protection paladin did? I was in Remix today, and I was AoE farming, killing a bunch of murlocs, and they were giving me good rewards when I killed them. it made it feel like old World of Warcraft when it comes to the world. Now, that's a rare feeling to capture. Because back when I played Classic WoW, one of my favorite things to do was hop on a human paladin, get a protection paladin going, go to, what was it called? Dustwallow Marsh, go to the northeast where all the Murlocs were, and AoE farm by myself, and level up that way. And it was super fun. I love doing interesting things like that because that's what I want to do. Maybe I don't want a quest. Maybe I don't want to do dungeons and spam that. Maybe I don't want to, like, beat my head. Maybe, like, I want the world to feel inviting and very rewarding. And that would be good for the video game. And I got that feeling today for the first time in a very long time for retail WoW. And it was in fucking Remix. Imagine that. So the heroic world tier idea, let me ask you this, chat. And we got over 100 people in here. How many of you think this is a good idea? Potentially bringing the heroic world tier to actual retail live World of Warcraft, not Remix, and incentivizing you and rewarding you more for more difficult outdoor content naturally. So, like, mobs are harder. There's elite bosses with affixes. You get better rewards. Maybe you get extra crest or something. Maybe you have a chance at a rare recipe. Cosmetics, other stuff like that. Like that, man, if you fucking make retail World of Warcraft's world feel good to be in, plus everything else going on, oh yeah, now we're cooking.
They should do it something like when you get in heroic world tier,
dangerous elite packs walking around.
Yeah, they should do stuff like that, but also make it so war mode is on if you're in the heroic world tier, and try to tie that into to each other, right? So, like, the world is just, it's dangerous from the fact that you can get ganked, you could find some mobs, but I don't know, maybe there's more gold dropped, or there's more resources dropped, or maybe there's more ore.
That's what I'm saying.
Herbs,
or linen and stuff.
Things like that, so that there is a lot of risk,
yeah,
and there's a lot of reward, or maybe there's something that you could get from these mobs that if you get killed by another person, for instance, they could steal your shit.
Interesting.
Right? And then you could turn these things into...
So like a PvP zone.
Yes. And you could turn these things into, like, satchels for herbs.
So for example, if you're in the heroic world mode, and by the way, this is just us spitballing, bro, whether it's a good idea or not. So if you're in the heroic world tier, it's PvPvP.
PvE, yeah.
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 PvE,
Yeah. I think that would be sick. Because, one, I don't think there's anything wrong with them incentivizing more people to even participate in World PvP. But also, if you don't allow something like that, that's how you just get bots,
okay,
right? So I think adding the PvP element to it, and a lot of, and anyone who's played RuneScape, like the Wilderness, right? If you go and kill someone, you could steal some of their shit. I'm not saying steal their gear, but steal this currency that you get only when you're in the heroic world tier.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And like Jack is saying in the chat, world content has 0 challenge at the moment, and you couldn't be more right. It has no challenge. There's nothing difficult.
Yeah, but
about
they should add that challenge and then reward you for it.
Yeah, and it's optional, so you don't have to have it if you don't want to, but you can have it if you want. And I'm gonna be honest, when I was doing the Legion remix testing, when I was doing it, it felt fucking fun. Like, there's nothing else to it. It made World Quest more fun. It made, you know how they have those bonus quests, like the objectives, like in Warlords of Draenor for leveling? You go do that bonus quest, you get a bunch of XP, whatever. It made doing those more fun.
Well, it's because...
Maybe everywhere is heroic world tier, but one large zone is a PvE, PvP extraction zone.
Yeah, maybe you could do something like that. For instance, like that one spot in Koresh.
Okay.
Right? So
I love it,
maybe
Vezi.
there's only certain spots. It's not the whole game. That's fine. But yeah, there should be something like that.
Man, I want to write this down. I would love to make a video topic on it.
Yeah, we're gonna make a Legion remix guide for sure. But yeah, I just think, like, you know,
I'm already working on everything top to bottom.
And what's the reason why the world right now feels like shit? The reason is it's mindless.
There's no rewards.
Yeah.
And it's trivial.
Rewards are minimal and it's mindless. So there's no, after
What are some other reasons why the world doesn't feel good to go out and be active in, ladies and gentlemen. I need some very important notes because this is some stuff I would like to put in a video, and maybe, you know, I'm not saying I'm some big hot shot, but maybe Blizzard sees it. Maybe they see it. I don't know.
Yeah, but even if they don't, it's cool to just spark.
Utterly meaningless. Yeah, and it's sad because, man, fuck. I want to go out there. Like, I wanted to go in Ashkahet more. Like, that's one of the reasons why I liked, and this is a hot take, I didn't mind the Nightfall event because it at least had me travel out into the actual zones and made me fight something and make me feel a part of something that's like a battle or something going on. You know what I mean? The mobs were a joke, sure, but it gave me some rewards like rep. But, like, if they did it to where the mobs can feel a little bit tough, they have some affixes on them that can reward you with things. Maybe additional reputation, maybe some crests, maybe some valor stones, maybe, I don't know. That's not up to me to fucking decide what gives people, but this is what it's going to turn into, and it can turn into that World Quest 2.0 with the heroic world tier. Because that's essentially what it would end up being. Because initially what happened was up until, what was Mist of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, people would do the quest in the world, they would experience it, and then they would never go back. Yeah. And they're like, okay, we have all this content, how can we get people out there? So they created World Quest. Now it's to the point where World Quests are trivial, people have done it a bazillion times, they're not that fun. How do we get people back out there? And I think the evolution of that from World Quest is heroic world tier.
Yeah, I could kind of agree. I think they have to do something to fix that problem, right? Because after, I mean, literally, for us who had the 3-day early access, by the time the 3-day early access was done, I had already completed like all the quests in the game for the War Within, and I was already past World Quest like tier.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. I was in dungeons from that point forward.
And that's it. It's literally maybe 48 hours, and you don't need to do World Quest anymore.
Yeah.
48 hours.
And that's only at the beginning. On my Demon Hunter, I just started playing. I never had to do that. Outside of filling the bar for the phase diving in Koresh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Ecological succession was a failure. I think everyone I talk to doesn't participate in it. Now, I'm doing it, and I'm keeping up with it, but that's only because I don't want to say I have to like, get knowledge on it for content, but if I was just playing the game willy-nilly, I probably wouldn't do it at all. I mean, how many of you in here are kept up to date on ecological succession and are like, oh, man, Tuesday hit. Oh, man, guys, let's go. Ecological succession time. Let's get in there. How many of you are actually like that? Is there anyone in this chat that's like that? I don't think there's one. Donovan, what's going on, good looking? What is that? Exactly. Ecological succession. So for, you know, you bring the pets and you bring them back into the eco-domes. It visually changes the dome. Yada, yada, yada. I mean, not a lot of people. So, I do all the shard and key quests. Yeah, exactly. I grew to resent it as soon as I did the same B quest 10 times in a row, never did the weekly daily thing. Yeah. So not a lot of people were interested, and I think it's all for pretty good reason. I don't know, though. I don't know. I think it was an attempt at something, but I'm going to be honest, I think the evolution of what's to come with World Quest potentially becoming heroic world tier, I think that's the answer to get people out in the world again. I do. I really do. I think it's at least a start. And I'm telling you guys right now, when I went from the normal world tier in Legion Remix and instantly went to heroic world tier, the whole game felt a lot better because it was more difficult. It had that challenging aspect of like old classic WoW, but the gameplay feel of retail, which is obviously 10 times better. And then you just need to give us some rewards to incentivize that. And I'm telling you, if they do that, I'm telling you, it's going to be a banger.
But don't forget the extraction PvP thing.
Yes.
That's sick.
That too. I like that as well. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we got to move on to a couple other segments. We got a packed freaking episode tonight. If you guys want to help support for absolutely free, if you're in the YouTube, help get the Twitch up. We're at 47 viewers. We're trying to get to 50. So if you guys can maybe get a second monitor going, that would really, really be awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the next segment, the Forum Freakout. All right, it's time for the Forum Freakout, where we pull the wildest, saltiest, and most unhinged takes from the WoW community. From rage posts to Reddit meltdowns, nothing here is safe from the Freakout. Let's get into it. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Forum Freakout coming in hot, dude. Honestly, you know what? I think I'm going to swap tabs here. Hold on one second, guys. Let me close. Let's go here. Let's full screen this action. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, boom. Why does anyone heal? Oh, buddy, you already know this guy's about to be pissed. One second. Lance, do you want to maybe take this one? Can I zoom in? You guys both on my phone and my PC? Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you. So why does anyone even heal?
After playing tank and DPS forever, I decided to pick up healing for a season. This has got to be the most miserable role in the game. I'm sorry for always calling you guys overly dramatic and whiny. I don't know how the people I grew up with even remember to breathe. 0 kicks, and if they do kick, it's a random, meaningless spell. Butt pull everything possible, they stand in fire, but when something needs soaked, they somehow manage to run away from that. Soak's the only thing they manage to dodge, yet somehow I'm supposed to keep these chumps from dying, huh? This role is masochistic.
Ooh, somebody's upset. Somebody's upset. Yeah, no, listen, I think when it comes to the most stressful role in the entire game, it's healing. Not only do you have to make up for other people's fuck-ups, you get blamed for everything, probably. Like, more than the tank. You let someone die, most of the time they're gonna say, why didn't I get a heal? You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, healing sucks. Are there any healers out there that just, it's stressful as shit? Anyone out there? Healer sense vanilla, it sucks, but it has to happen. Oh, yeah. That's actually just a healer coming into their own. He has 7 more levels of sorrow before he just accepts it. Imagine this was his healer, the level 16 guy. He's already done. He's already quitting. This is the worst shit I've ever seen. No, yeah, healing's exhausting, man. I don't know. It's great practice for not caring. Healers when they have to do any healing. Oh god.
It's and it's kind of what I said in the last
I love
episode.
It, and it's the worst.
It's just, it feels like so much of the responsibility of things in the dungeon just gets thrown onto healers. Because if they don't do it, no one else is gonna do it, right? They need to figure, and maybe what Trojan said last week is like damage downs. If you fail a mechanic as a DPS, or if you don't do something, you just deal less damage.
Yeah.
But that's a quick way of getting DPS to handle shit.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we could all agree in the chat right now, getting one-shotted by a mythic plus 12 mechanic, literally like 80% of your HP, I still think that's bad design. I don't care what anyone says. A complete one-shot is fucking lame. Like, and then there's some times where you're being targeted by a couple casts at once, and the only way you'll notice is if an add-on is going to tell you. Yeah, it's just bad design in my opinion. And then we're going to sit here and blame the healers because, you know, I didn't get instantly healed, but in actuality, I'm supposed to pre-pop a defensive and let it hit me. I don't know. It's annoying. It's very frustrating. That is why I only tank or heal for friends. Don't have time to deal with the toxicity of doing so for randoms. Yeah. Big man on the forum, small man on Discord. Oh, God. And this guy's, yeah, he's in a bad mood. It could be very thankless role. If they do so much for the group, then a lot of people give them credit for... What the fuck, dude?
I think he meant to say they do so much more for the group than a lot of people give them credit for. So thank you from my healer.
Man.
My DPS says, heal me while I stand in front.
One single comma could go a long way, you know? Like, it can let me know to break up the sentence, but this guy, fuck, alright, fuck it, we don't need to write properly. Healing used to be fun when healers did actual damage. Now it feels horrible. Yeah, if you're a healer in the chat, would you feel a lot better about your role if you can maybe every minute and a half to 2 minutes put up some nice numbers when it comes to DPS. I feel like that'd be a lot more engaging.
I like how the Paladin in the Shadowlands gear is saying that, right? When they had...
oh, yeah.
What was the Venthyr ability?
Jack David was going on. It wasn't a consec. It was the big AoE.
Yeah, it was
consecrate.
the 3-minute cooldown where you just got to spam Hammer of Wrath, right?
Yeah, what was it? It was...
You had Holy Paladins doing freaking...
Oh, man.
Top damage.
That's gonna kill me. Any Paladins know what that big AoE like blood circle was called?
Was it Consecrated Ground or something?
No, it was...
Whatever. Either way, a lot of healers actually prefer to not have to do damage at all in groups and just get to heal. I think a lot of them would prefer to do that.
Really? What about an option? Happy to do 0 damage, just want the damage input to be smoother. Okay, there you go. And I agree, by the way, the big chunky damage inputs to where you get hit for 40, 50, 60, 70% of your HP is crazy. Death and Decay, it was something.
No, that's the Demon or the Death Knight one.
What was it called? The Venthyr? Ashen Hollow. I believe that's what it was.
That's the one.
Ashen Hollow. Yeah, there it is. Ashen
Divine
Hollow.
Toll is the Kyrian one. We're talking Ashen Hollow.
One.
Yep.
That shit was super cool, man. I always thought that was such an awesome ability. If you're not having fun, stop being a healer. Fixed it for you. You're welcome. All right, don't be a dick. I love how he's in this outfit, too. He's in the monocle, the fucking suit.
Yes.
Well, if you're not having fun, stop being a healer. There, I fixed it for you. You're welcome. What a dick. That's awesome. What does this mean? Nobody hates healing more than forum healers. True. I mean, who's going to hate healing if you're not a healer? I mean, obviously, like, you're going to complain about healing if you're a healer. When a sadist has control over if you live or die, plays whack-a-mole with health bars. Yeah, no, I'm good. Fast Qs, though. True. Instant Qs is
If you like to play the game, it's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, instant Qs is the shit. Shadowlands could have been such a good expansion. True. Very true. It's also hard to keep up what mobile players... Things like Dawnbreaker can fuck off. Yeah, I agree. Dawnbreaker is such a packed dungeon, bro. There's so many mechanics that are so bugged and fucked in there. Especially when it comes to bosses, it's pretty annoying. That's why I pulled the ripcord and busted out the Resto Druid. Oh yeah, you just put hots on everybody and no one will fucking die. I agree, absolutely. Expansion locked, but permanent. Oh buddy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's check it. Expansion locked. Next form freakout, guys. But permanent. As Blizzard sees a huge drop in player numbers for Mists of Pandaria Classic and issues with retention, why haven't they created a way for people to create characters that can pick an expansion and are expansion locked? Wait a second. Sorry, you mean to tell me you're advocating for all expansions to be open 24/7 and I can take my character and put him in any expansion I want? Do you honestly see how that's not a bad idea?
Or you mean a bad idea?
Or that's obviously a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. That would be sick. You're crazy.
It'd be sick for having just low
15
player base.
people.
Low player base against every one of them.
It would be impossible to do anything.
Well, let's read them. Let's hear them out.
So instead of playing on 6 different versions of the game, you log in and roll a character, go through a basic tutorial that introduces, interrupts, standing in fire, pushing buttons. Okay. And more actual beginner mechanics you'll need in every version. Then it pulls up a screen that asks what expansion you would like to play, pulling up the options that are the most popular. Retail, Vanilla, Lich King, etc. And then loading that character into that expansion. Making it so your characters could progress up any expansions at your own pace and allowing everything to be collected to be on the retail servers, ensuring your characters always existed. I mean... I don't know. Forum freakout stresses me out, man. Listening to these people on the forum sometimes, like, these are the type of people that get mad at Blizzard for not doing anything creative.
This would be...
when this is a nightmare scenario.
This would be a very complicated thing to do.
Yeah. Unyielding is absolutely right. Very complicated. Sounds like you just level cap a tune so you only do the X-Pack you choose.
Sounds like Project 30 all over again.
Dude, I mean... Okay, let's just say this. I want to be locked in the Burning Crusade. We're talking about how many people are going to be playing that 24/7?
Well, I just want Mike. Is he saying like you're still going to be at retail level, or is he actually saying you're going to be playing this expansion?
I think it's that expansion. Like that expansion. Tens of thousands would play TBC.
Yeah, TBC, sure. How many people are going to be there for
What
WoD?
about WoD or Shadowlands or Cataclysm?
BFA. I don't
or
think you
Mop
need the...
or...
There's a lot of expansions that don't need to be permanently up.
I don't know. 11.2.7 is revamping new player experience and returning experience anyways, way more straightforward and streamlined than it is now, and her idea. Let's hope. Now, what does that actually like mean in like reality? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what that really means when it comes to streamlining, revamping, I don't know. I can't tell you. Sounds
pretty cool.
Or it sounds cool. I don't know if it's actually going to be good.
We're going to see. Well,
the feeling of it's full of life. Absolutely. While being able to play where you want sounds fun for the individual, it does not work for the corporate as it thins out the population. It absolutely. It will be... I mean, I think right now we have too many versions of WoW. Like, between the 6 versions of Classic WoW, Retail, Hardcore, fucking... I mean, we had SOD at one point. It was out of control.
well, actually, technically you still have SOD.
Sure.
You can still play.
These are WoW players after all. Most of them can't stand the concept of something existing that they cannot have. True. Everything that was collected on a SOD server is now stuck on a SOD server. No, you essentially, yes, it's stuck. You don't keep any of that, which was it's such a fucking waste of time. I can't believe they didn't transfer that stuff over.
Where were they gonna put these made-up items? Where are they gonna put them?
I would say at least Anniversary Realms.
Well, how are you gonna put those items on Anniversary?
No, not the made-up items. I'm talking about the shit that they earned, like through Nax, AQ, all the raids and stuff. Put it into Anniversary. Have them earn the transmogs that they earned through SOD.
But there's no transmog in Anniversary.
What do you... All right, not Anniversary. I meant the Mr. Pandaria. Fuck.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Is it better than having nothing? I don't think you could put them in retail. I think that would already cause drama as is. That would cause too much drama. Like...
Yeah, a lot of people had ATS in SOD.
Yeah, no. Everyone did. Everyone had all these fucking legendaries and this and that. It was easy to get shit in SOD. They upped the drop rates, didn't they?
The people who had these items in actual retail, I think they'd be upset. Not that I would.
Yeah.
Shit. I can't wait for them to take those mop servers and allow our transmog from them to be in retail. I'm getting me an anathema from
that
my
would be
priest,
pretty
boy.
cool. But no, I don't think that's a good idea. No. Oh, buddy, you guys are gonna hate this one. Chat, get ready. The nuclear meltdown of form freakouts. I like Shadowlands.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Are we fucked?
Chat.
Is chat fucked right now? Chat's about to explode. Get rid of them. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Turn the stream off. And I'm tired of pretending that I shouldn't. Except the mall. I hate dealing with the mall. I shouldn't have to go out of my way to start killing Korthia quests before getting access to the mounts. True. I like fried liver and onions. Oh.
Yo, liver and onion slaps, bro.
Oh.
Kidding me?
You're crazy. The mall was the best part. Fake fan. True. Fake fan's crazy. You were entitled to an opinion. I love the aesthetics of Shadowlands. Just hated the story. The story... I don't know everything about the story because I stopped after the first season, considering it was 10 months long, and I did not look back.
Because the story up to Castle Nathria was pretty
awesome.
Cool.
Yes, I agree. I think the whole idea of Denathrius and what they were doing, I thought it was cool.
Nathrius, the Dreadlords, was cool.
I thought it could be cool, yes. I don't even know what happened after that.
Aesthetic.
I don't even know what happened after that because I quit.
And by the way, actually, Jungle Warfare, you're right. Mythic Plus and PvP that season went dumb hard.
True.
I remember it was the one time I was playing a marksmanship hunter, and I was a Kyrian, straight up one-shotting people from behind walls. Loved it.
Hell yeah. I stopped playing Shadowlands and genuinely thought it was the end of the game. By the way, a lot of people thought it was going to be the last X-Pack, and we were going to lose. I mean, how the fuck do you beat this guy? He's like death.
Fuck him, bro.
How do you beat death with the Infinity Gauntlet?
When these characters
he literally had the Infinity Gauntlet, which is like the helm.
When the player characters roll up on you, you're done.
Wow, it doesn't matter.
You don't. No, it
doesn't matter what the story is.
You're done. Demencius, done.
Yeah. Blizzard's retconning most of it. Are they really? Wait, like, openly saying, yeah, that wasn't canon? Like, shit like that?
I mean, I don't think they even really have to.
That's crazy. So it's like an unspoken thing? Demencius who? That's crazy. Yeah, they are retconning it. So what do we mean by that, though? Because I don't watch fucking...
Where's the source of that? Source?
The Belluar video.
Bel Air did?
I don't watch Prince of
Watch
Bel-Air.
Belluar? I don't know. Belluar sometimes just be saying some shit, though.
Well, Belluar also sometimes has a thumbnail saying something, but in the video, he actually doesn't, like it's not real.
I'd have to watch it.
And by the way, I'm not shitting talking Belluar. I love Belluar. It's just, I don't like how he plays both sides of the ball. Like, he'll play the negative Nancy side and then the super hopeful side every fucking video. So, like, I'm good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, sure. You can retcon certain aspects.
I still don't understand why we needed the story of Shadowlands, but I remember there was a lot of hype around the cinematics, but it is a bummer that they fumbled some otherwise interesting character design zones. I mean, I'll say it. The zone design was, I would say, close to 10 out of 10, in my opinion, across the expansion.
I mean, Revendreth was awesome. Maldraxxus was awesome.
Ardenweald?
Arden,
Awesome.
gorgeous. What was the Bastion?
Bastion
was
It
cool.
awesome. Those are all
all great zones.
phenomenal
The
zones.
Maul was ass. Korthia was ass.
was ass.
Zareth Mortis was cool.
Okay.
Really, it was... The content cadence sucked, and then the Korthia patch was ass.
I mean, yeah, considering it was 9 months long for a fucking patch. You
Yeah.
guys, man, you guys really don't understand how spoiled we are.
Right now?
Like, we're getting 8-week patches, and in Shadowlands, we had a 9-month patch. 8-week to 9-month. How many weeks is that? 9, 18, 27, 36 weeks without a patch. 36 weeks.
That was COVID time, though.
You son of a bitch. I don't care.
It was
yeah,
their
that's
first
crazy.
time. They were working from home. I guess you gotta cut them a little slack, but yeah, it's rough.
Also, guys, if you're in game right now, please let the guildies know that we are live. We're trying to boost up the views and keep cooking. By the way, let me know if the connection's good. I just got a slight heads up about maybe it won't be. I don't know. Please and thank you guys so much. I like some of the stuff about Shadowlands, but I know I didn't like playing it when it was live, but that was mostly because of the how unrewarding it felt. I mean, when you make shit mandatory to do every week, yeah, it's a recipe for disaster. Like for Power, you make people do it every fucking week. You can't miss it. And then there's no catch-up mechanic. I'm gonna whip your ass. You're an asshole. That was tough, man. Shadowlands was tough when it comes to that. The Soul Ash thing pissed me off. And especially, like, there wasn't an easy way to swap covenants. So, like, you're stuck with your covenant. You have to do your Soul Ash every week on that character. It was so alt. The catch-up mechanic is crazy. It was so un-alt friendly. It's literally the opposite of everything retail right now. It's really funny, actually.
They had a philosophy shift, right? And I think, when you lose as many subs as you did in Shadowlands, you're going to reevaluate things, right?
Yeah.
And they've been on the road to recovery since then. Like, I thought Dragonflight did a lot to heal the game, and then the War Within has done, I think, the same.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, what's going on, baby? But Torghast, boo. Lance, you want to take this one?
Player housing is not, I repeat, not content.
Guys, how many of you agree with this? Player housing is not content? It doesn't exist? It's not there to entertain the player?
Player housing is literally no value to gameplay. Only reason they are making it is to charge money in-game store for items. Could have made real gameplay content, not stuff for people to hang on 4 walls and stare at.
Damn. What a dick. Is designing a house not gameplay or not just your gameplay? I'm sick and tired of that. I hate that, dude. I can't stand when non-actual MMO enjoyers, for example, I have a buddy, nameless, okay? He only likes doing Mythic Plus, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But he gets upset if they try to expand anything other than Mythic Plus. He's mad that there's delves in the game. He's mad that housing coming. He's mad that achievements are a thing because he doesn't even want to focus on it. He wants everything to be funneled into like Mythic Plus. And it's like,
we had housing with gameplay. It's called Garrison. Yeah, and that's awful.
yeah, no, Garrisons
You
were
do not
were a
want
nightmare. No.
You do not want your housing to have any tie to player power.
No.
That's not what you want.
Make it community based. Make it optional. Make it cosmetic. Make it controllable. Make it customizable. Make it adjustable. How many ubbles can I come up with?
Also, there's a lot of classic creators who like to say that WoW housing or housing is not it's not Warcraft, or
That's so annoying.
it's not something that should be in Warcraft
Wait.
because it doesn't fit war.
Let me ask you guys, chat. Should housing not belong in World of Warcraft because it's not centered around war? What do we think about
They
that?
had planned for housing to come out in 2004.
Okay.
They just ran out of time.
Okay.
It's been planned forever. Yeah, professional tables should not be in houses, which I think Blizzard has made it clear that they're definitely not.
Half the game doesn't focus on war. It's a nice diversion. True. I don't care. I want housing and I want to run the guild HOA. True. I got you, Samantha. I got you. Please take over. Yes, no, XP gains in housing. I think if people don't like housing, stay in classic.
It's not even, by the way, if you don't like housing, you literally just don't have to
You know,
do it. There's
that's
there's no player power in
Let me
Sentinel.
go full screen for a second. This is one of my favorite things about retail World of Warcraft. It's one of my favorite things. If you don't want to do something, you never have to do it. In classic WoW, you bet your sweet ass. Whether you like raiding or not, once you hit the end game, you have to raid.
Well, there's a reason that they used to say it's raid or die back then.
You cannot do anything else. You have to raid. If you think you're about to do 0 dungeons in the end game and go right into raids, that ain't happening. You got to farm your prebis. You know what I mean? So like, you were forced to do certain things. In retail World of Warcraft, ladies and gentlemen, there is 10 different avenues to get to the same destination. Now, you might not get there at the same rate, but you can get there nevertheless. If you don't want to raid, you can never raid again if you don't want to.
But I also want to say this. What about, a lot of people, specifically, classic players, they want to say that we want the world to feel alive again. We want this and this and that. We want a reason to be in the world and not just be in a queue simulator or raiding. Isn't that what housing is? There's a neighborhood. There's reasons to be around people and hang out and talk. And to make you to put you in the world to do something other than to raid or to do a dungeon or to gain power. I think this is a way to bring you back into the world, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the core of what an MMO was supposed to be?
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
The avenues are, when it comes to endgame, it's delves, it's Mythic Plus, it's raid, there's PvP, and then you have other aspects like crest conversions. Technically, by the way, if in case you guys didn't know, you can get to like 695 item level, 700 item level, 705 even, if you really sweat and like only do this. Technically, just converting crest into higher tier crest. Technically you can just do world content and just get your sparks from your chest, convert them into like 704 and 720 gear and just make a bunch. You literally don't have to step foot in any end game content if you don't want to, technically, even though it's incredibly inefficient, but you can. And that's what I'm saying, like, you can do whatever the fuck you want in retail WoW, and that's why I love it. I love it so much. It's all optional. Like, I have some characters where I only like doing delves. I have some characters where I only like raiding. And then I definitely have some characters where I only like doing them in Mythic Plus. Like, you won't catch me playing a tank in a raid. That shit ain't happening. So, I love that. It's a solution to the problem they made via sharding and LFG, LFR, but it does help get us back to the core center of the game.
Yeah, I think that's the point of it.
Yo, Canadian, what's going on? Good looking. Welcome, baby. Welcome. How we doing?
Vanguard did it best. They had huge guild halls, housing too, but in the guild halls you could mount the boss encounters trophies and they would give slight passive buffs to the whole guild. That's interesting.
Wow, that's cool. That's like saying collecting mogs, pets, and mounts and doing things that get you those simply isn't gameplay. Man, yeah, one thing I stopped doing, ladies and gentlemen, is listening to other players' opinion when they only like doing one form of content. If they only like raiding at a mythic level, I'm not going to take your opinion on designing an MMORPG seriously. I'm not. Because you have to understand what an MMORPG is. It's world aspect. It's endgame.
Well, it's all encompassing, right?
It's everything.
So you have to take every player's opinion into account to a certain extent, but you can't solely focus on one thing.
Never.
Right? So high-end raiders think they have... It's great. And by the way, you need those people in the game. And having Mythic Raid where only a certain amount of people can do and get that and by the way, I think Myth Track items should be more exclusive. I don't think they should be as easy to get. It's cool to have that aspirational content. But you can't just listen to those people. You can't just listen to people who only want to dungeon dive and do Mythic Plus. You can't do that. You can't just listen to Delve players because they would maybe want the game to be too this way, right? Too lenient, too casual.
Shama, what's going on?
It has to be all encompassing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, you're reading this thread. Okay, awesome. Yo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the chat. Wedo, by the way, yes, you can go crazy. We're gonna be doing a raid, but just put it in a different channel. It's no big deal. I remember seeing Ian in an interview say it's really hard to design things because of how many different kinds of players there are, and it's true. You have the mythic raiders at the highest level. You have very casual players. You have collectors. You have battle pet people. You have cosmetics. You have delvers. You have mythic plus enjoyers. You have crafters. You have now housing players and guild event players. So it's an incredible variance when it comes to how you can play World of Warcraft, and I think it's the best part of the video game. So sitting here,
finders, by the way, you're right.
Sitting here, oh yeah, true. By the way, that's actually a really big one. So sitting here saying player housing is not content is absolutely ridiculous. I can't stand when people say something like getting transmog and collecting stuff is not content. That's not what World of Warcraft is all about. That's not my classic WoW. It's about war.
Well,
it's about this.
Not even just that. I know a lot of people. Like to say that they're wasting time putting in housing. We could get extra raid tier or something like that. Not true. They literally hired a brand new team to just work on housing. And if I remember correctly, and don't quote me on this, I think they've been working on housing since Shadowlands.
End of Shadowlands.
The end of Shadowlands. UGC?
What's UGC?
Yes, Casey, there's 3 different raids in one tier, so it's all gonna... There's a 6 boss raid, a 1 boss raid, and a 2 boss raid.
612.
Oh, user-generated content.
Oh, I would love it. What do you mean? Hey, by the way, guys, listen to this. This is very important, and this is something I actually made like half a video on back then when it first got announced. When they first displayed player housing and like how deep it actually was, me and Lance were incredibly surprised. But listen to this. I want to ask you this question. Now, you guys see the UI with housing. You see how all of it works. You see how easy it is to manipulate things and move it around. Picture this. Picture you can make your own instance. You can make, and not just a small house, but your own instance. It can be... Maybe, let's just say it's an island. An island. Your dungeon is a little island. You can make your own dungeon. You can spawn creatures. They can have effects. They can have mechanics. They can have things like that. You can design it any way you want. And it could be limitless. It can be a castle. It could be limitless. Any sort of content you could possibly think of. It could be a Comeback Kids instance where you go through a fucking city in the middle of the night that looks like Undermine, but it's all neon lights and it's like, that would be absolutely revolutionary for World of Warcraft.
City of Heroes did something like that, right? Where you can go and create your missions.
A community dungeon creator, in a sense, like, and it doesn't have to stop at just dungeons. It could be a delve, it could be a dungeon, it could be a raid. Now, I'm not saying it has to tie to player power, because not everything has to, because believe me, World of Warcraft players will find a way to exploit the shit, but sometimes it can be just for fun.
Community events.
Yeah. A council fight. Yeah, what if we design bosses that look like me and Lance? And like Like, no, seriously. And then you like make a joke out of it. Like, user-generated content, I feel like, is the future. And with how very easy and simple it is to adjust your house in the housing UI and customize, I feel like it's not impossible. Like, it's not, like, it's far off, of course, but it's not, like, out of the ballpark, out of the zone of the stratosphere that we're talking about when it comes to creating stuff, right? Am I crazy? Depends on what you drop, true.
I think they would have to probably limit the things you could get from doing this content.
Very limited.
Yeah, like I don't.
Very, like, because once again, World of Warcraft players are gonna find a way to exploit it. They'll make a 2-second dungeon, kill one mob, and you get your loot. That'd be fucking lame. So, you know, just make it pure fun, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's user generated. They don't lose anything on it. If what was that game back then, where it was like early 2000s? It was at Neverwinter Nights, where you make your own sort of campaigns and you can customize everything top to bottom. Like, why can't we do that in 2025 in World of Warcraft?
Imagine what, like, the people who RP, what it could do for them. Like, they could do actual
Oh, you just
RP
said
events.
that? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I missed it. Neverwinter Nights, yes. I made a video on that not too long ago. Sorry. What were you saying?
Well, they could make, like, it would just, what would it do for RP? Like, it would revolutionize RP, where instead of people having to act it out, they could get in their group and they could make a story.
Picture this. Imagine you can make like a Horde versus Alliance thing, and you could recreate the Barons and like have the Alliance come off ships at a ratchet and like invade the crossroads and like
you
could do anything you want, anything imaginable. Like, it's incredible. Sounds like current OSRS community polls.
Well, no, I think they're saying that this is people just voting on a fan-made dungeon to be in the Mythic Plus pool.
Oh.
Not like...
That would be
Not like
fucking
OSRS
epic.
voting, like how they vote for what's coming to the game next or on a
No,
topic.
and why not? Why not? Excuse me. Why not have there be like a leaderboard system where it's like, yo, this dungeon had 300,000 players the last month. Why don't we get some ideas from this and just run it? Could you imagine?
You know how many content creators would be made from making good dungeons?
Oh my god, bro! It would revolutionize the video game. It would revolutionize the video game. It would have to take millions and millions of dollars and a ginormous team to get something like this going. But you have to understand: is it that far off when there already have systems in the game that are giving us assets to customize and control an enclosed space? Is it that far off? Is it that impossible to think about?
No, I mean, I think we'll see how it pans out with housing, right? Once they get that into the masses. I mean, you could, if we have alternate universe Draenor, we could have that pretty simple.
Yeah.
I don't think time travel in alternate universes, they could figure that out. I think that's the easy part.
Grouping for Goldshire Tavern, Mythic 15. Goldshire Tavern on Moonguard. Just a bunch of half-naked fucking worgans and gnomes. Oh god. Run! Run for your lives. Alright, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple more segments to go through. We got about 30 minutes. Let's move into it. Next topic. It's a big one, guys. Get ready. Here we go. Alright, welcome to the Hot Take Debate, where each week we pull a spicy, outrageous World of Warcraft opinion, and Lance has to defend it no matter how bad it is. And me, I'll be on the other side, tearing it down and calling out the nonsense. At the end of the day, it's up to you, the viewer, to decide, was it actually facts or just pure nonsense? This is Hot Take Debate. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys heard the intro, man. I can't break it down any clearer than that. It's time for the Hot Take Debate. One of the biggest, most anticipated, initiated, infatuated, eliminated segments on planet Earth. Is the Hot Take Debate. Comeback City, 8:15 show Wednesday, but 7 o'clock Saturday. You almost called me, but you didn't. No, all jokes aside, ladies and gentlemen, Hot Take Debate. We take a little. Oh, that's fucking.
Oh, Solheim, what's up, buddy?
Solheim, yo, I saw that video recently. I'll DM you privately. I'll DM you privately. How are you doing, buddy? How we doing? Good looking. But we're talking about a little debate topic, something very hot going on in the community right now. We take it, we discuss it, talk about it. Debates are good. Discussion's good. You know, where you can openly talk about something, not be too nervous about it. It's important to talk about.
Actually, I literally don't remember what I put as the debate this week.
You don't?
No, so...
Is that true?
Hey,
okay.
we're riffing.
Let's go with the, roll the animation. Ladies and gentlemen, the debate topic of this week is classic World of Warcraft. The players are at fault, not Blizzard. Hold on a second before we get mad.
This segment is supposed to be a hot take.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Before you get the pitchforks.
Don't burn us.
Before you come for me right now. Hold. Never mind even what I just said. Scratch that. Pause. Before you try to attack me.
Relax.
Let's talk about it, okay? Classic World of Warcraft, the state that it's in right now. It is actually, I believe, not the player's fault. It is actually, or it's actually the player's fault, not Blizzard's. Lance, do you have anything to say when it comes to this topic?
Before I go off, guys, remember, I am a Blizzard shill.
That's crazy.
Okay? And some people would call me a bootlicker even. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, remember, this segment is supposed to... It's supposed to cause controversy.
It's supposed to stir up drama. It's supposed to... Every single time we have a hot take debate, people get angry. People get frustrated. We get emotion. And it's good. It's healthy.
Now,
so, really quick, before we get into it, though, remember, your opinions are incredibly important here. That's what this whole segment's about. We want you guys to say and talk as well and be a part of the debate and topic discussion as we move into it. So, very, very important, okay?
Sky, or you have to take the side of the players.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You gotta...
Easy.
Okay? You be on the player side.
I'll tell you right now.
I don't need you doing what you always do and joining me.
I'm on the player side here. I'm not on Blizzard's side. I'm fighting. Well, in actuality,
stop.
I'm against it. But hold on. We're debating. We're debating.
This is not the hot take you agree with Lance.
Listen.
Okay?
It's Blizzard. Classic Plus should have come out a year ago, not a few years from now. Blizzard was too slow and Turtle WoW filled the void. Should have stopped at Wrath Classic. That's a great point, by the way. I love that. Unyielding.
You know what? I don't want to...
Jesus.
Not gonna...
Let me go. You know what? I have something important to say.
Okay.
It's Blizzard's fault. Classic Plus should have come out a year ago, not a few years from now. Blizzard was too slow and Turtle WoW filled the void. That's what I have to say.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. I just took her point. No. All jokes aside, though. All jokes aside.
Here's the thing about that, right? Here's what I'll say about that.
Go for it.
No one was talking about Turtle or Classic Plus, or no one gave a shit about this until SOD. There was a few months before SOD it started gaining steam, sure. But they gave us SOD, okay? Yeah. They have to test the waters. They need to build a whole team for this, right? It's not... You guys want a forever server. You think it's gonna what? It's gonna just be made overnight?
What's taking so long? Why is it taking so long?
Hold on.
No, I'm asking you.
What's taking so long?
Don't look at the chat. It's me. I'm the guy you're arguing with. What I'm fighting for the player base. We work all day. We want to come home. I'm fighting for the boys. It's classic. It's classic time. No, listen. I'm serious. I got a good point. You give the people what they want. We want adventure. I don't want an instant simulator.
All right.
I don't want to sit in an instance 24/7. I want the journey. I want the world. I want new stuff. Blizzard's not listening to me as a player. Why aren't they listening? They haven't given me anything I want.
How did poor Russians manage to make Turtle WoW? If you think that they can't make what Turtle WoW did...
Yo, Solheim says you think you do, but you don't.
If you think they can't make what Turtle WoW did, you're either delusional or just a moron. Okay? Wait, Lance is wrong. Before Classic servers, there was absolutely debate for changes, and I'll admit, no. Before Classic came out, no. Everyone wanted no changes. That is false.
Yeah, no. Listen, before...
People were going to war that they wanted no changes.
I can't get on your side.
Yeah,
I can't.
stop.
Fuck.
They were going to war. They said no changes, and that was that. Then they
No, but
gave
we
us.
always wanted Classic Plus. We wanted it forever.
Yeah, they. Sure.
But I want it.
In 2015, when they were all playing NOS, they wanted it, and they wanted it with no changes.
No, but I've always wanted Classic Plus.
Okay. No, you can't say you want no change. You can't say they wanted no changes in 2019 and say they wanted Classic Plus. You cannot say that.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That's not fair. You cannot
they're playing
say that.
they're playing both sides of the sword, but
Okay. Also, Classic Plus.
no,
Yeah, Solheim. By the way, and this is the thing, right? With the Classic
Solheim,
Plus,
I remember that.
not only does Blizzard have to make it, they have to identify what's the best way and what are the changes and things that they can do without pissing off the most amount of people.
Yes.
Right? So they have to identify that now. So R&D is a thing, right? And they went and they gave us SOD and they tested shit, and believe me, they probably put some shit out there that they would never put in a Classic Plus to test waters and test things, to implement, gather this data. Whether you like SOD or not, past phase 2, that's on you. Personally, I thought after phase 2 it went downhill. That's just me, and I'm man enough to say Blizzard shit the bed with SOD. I'll admit it. Hey, Blizzard chill here. They shit the bed.
True.
But they needed that testing. They need that data. You can't just poof a forever server that these people want out of thin air. It takes time.
We have 40 versions of World of Warcraft, but we can't have 2 versions of Classic. You're smoking Goofy Pack. So
Wait, who said that they're making Classic Plus, you goofy pack? You're the goofy.
No, they're not. They're not making Classic Plus.
Okay, you're right, because
No, listen.
Okay.
Turtle WoW has done everything we asked.
okay.
They've done everything. They've done everything we've wanted as players. They've given us everything.
We have Classic Plus. It's called TBC. I mean, you're right.
They're making retail minus. Oh God. Solheim's egging that shit on so bad.
No, I think. By the way, we're gonna get a Classic Plus. I mean, this guy even said. Agrin said, "Let us metaphorically cook." He said in the forum post.
You said you wanted no changes, and then you said we wanted change. No, he's
Yeah.
saying no
Oh.
changes before 2019, and
Yeah.
then now people want changes.
Yes, and to make these changes and to make a server that everyone wants to be a forever server that they never have to leave and they could stay level 60 forever, it has to be very carefully thought out and done. And if you, and by the way, all these people,
crazy.
all these, years from now. Yeah, and by the way, it should,
take...
I hope they take as much time as they can.
Listen, here's the truth. Here's the truth of the matter. Classic WoW and Classic Plus, Classic World of Warcraft is dead right now. It is dead. The only thing up and coming is TBC, and they're running that shit back. A lot of people aren't going to play it. MOP is almost there, but we do have to know for a fact, even though I'm pretending to be on the side of the players here, Classic
you're
Plus,
pretending, man.
No, but Classic Plus is coming. It is. It's absolutely coming, and I could bet a lot of money it's going to be announced at BlizzCon. But to sit here and say they haven't tried to give players what they ask for, that just sounds like a lie.
I mean,
Every time they've asked for something, I feel like they've given it up until now, this point, but it takes time now.
It takes time to do this.
It takes time.
Like, you can't keep moving the goalposts.
And by the way, you have to know, once Classic Plus is released, that's it. Like, it's out there and it's forever. It's done. They won't have another chance at releasing it for the first time ever. So that means the product that they're gonna release, it has to be great. And it has to try to please the most amount of people possible, or people are gonna get mad. So like 2019, people were begging for Classic to come and give it to us. We'll stay forever. They did it. Okay, we want more.
Not group. That's I don't think
We want to progress through realms. We want to go to TBC, continue. Okay, they did TBC. They want to continue more. Go to Wrath. They did that.
No, unyielding. They are definitely they're moving the goalpost because people wanted Classic, and I heard. And I remember in 2017, 2018, all these Classic creators, who, by the way, now a lot of them aren't even playing Classic WoW anymore, kept saying, if they just give us vanilla WoW, the way it was, no changes, it's my forever game. I'll never need another game. I'll be there forever playing it, no matter what. They never played Era. I'll tell you that much. They were never on the Classic Era.
No.
Then they said, you know what? Towards the middle of Classic, they were like, man, I would love to have TBC. They gave us TBC. And then obviously once TBC came out, everyone wanted the old GOAT. Everyone's GOAT, Wrath of the Lich King. They gave us that. Okay, then they gave us Sod after Wrath. Or actually, while Wrath was still going on.
Yeah, no, listen. When it comes to Turtle WoW and the Classic Plus scene, this was only really just, like becoming mainstream rather than, like, a fucking Zaryu occasional once-a-month video, like, a year and change ago. From Sod's, like, midpoint, Phase 1, Phase 2 onward, people were like, all right, this is getting too much like retail. We want what you did at the beginning of Sod. Let's work on that. Let's get that going. But the truth of the matter is they were, okay, sure, they were late. We could say they were late on starting and pushing for Classic Plus. We could say that. But we have to also admit, every single time players have asked for something, they have done their best to give it. Like, that is just the truth. People begged for Classic Realms in 2019, they gave it. They wanted to move on to TBC and Wrath, they gave it. Some people wanted Kata, whatever, that was already a split decision, they moved on. People want to go back to Anniversary, they gave it. They wanted slight changes.
Yeah, by the way, there was a big push for a fresh server last year. Like, a lot of people were asking for fresh.
Of course they were. What do you mean? No permanent Classic Realms. People are going to fucking riot.
Oh, they had Era, but they wanted a fresh.
Yeah, they wanted a brand new fresh. Yeah, so they brought it back. Then they gave us also Season of Discovery, which is a free mode they just willy-nilly whipped up for free.
SOD was it's like a proof of concept for anyone who does business, right? Who has a business. It's like,
true.
You have to test if something is going to be able to make them money.
We all asked for tokens. No, big not true. That's a big Blizzard L, actually. Big Blizzard L.
By the way, when they made the token is when Blizzard I quit Wrath of the Lich King.
Yes, same. By the way, huge Necro Tarkin. Absolutely, they fucked up big time on that. And I made videos about that back then, shitting on Blizzard. And I'll say it today. Big fucking L. They should have never brought tokens to Wrath of the Lich King. And they should have never allowed GDKPs either. That shit completely cooked those servers. Economy is cooked. We all asked for WoW tokens and paid level boost.
I mean, I literally quit Wrath.
The level boost, people actually, some did. And by the way, say what you will. It's one thing very important, though. One thing very important. We may have all memed on the level boost, but everyone bought level boost.
Here's the thing. By the way. So I'll say invasions were ass. 100%. But I appreciate the swing. It was a swing and a miss heavily. And I don't know why they would think that would be a good idea. Well, maybe the idea is not terrible. The implementation was ass, though.
I honestly think the majority of our issues with Classic and game changes, etc., are completely our age's fault. We're stuck in the mindset of our youth, but still want our old game.
Absolutely did never buy a level boost. Speak for yourself, Scott.
Yo, I know so many people. There are so many Classic creators and friends that would always meme about the level boost, but they would always get it.
I think if what they should have done with invasions, what they should have been is they should have been like where you went
though.
Just for max level, not something that you could do dailies every day and get, just get all your gold from there and shit. But there should have been some maybe elites that you can go in. I don't know, something that's just for endgame, like an endgame zone, and that should have been it. But yeah, I mean, it being the best way to level, get gold, and do everything, that was pretty cringe. That was cringe.
No, yeah. I think
actually that's what made me quit SOD.
And by the way, something very important is Blizzard does a lot of good, but they've done bad. They ain't perfect, bro. They ain't perfect. They fucked up in a lot of different areas. From the moment SOD was like the end of phase 2 onward, phase 3 beyond, I think they mismanaged the entire thing. And that's when I started making videos constantly shitting on the game and wondering what's going on. Not only that, I think they ruined Classic with the WoW token thing, and I never, ever, ever, ever liked when they added level boost. I hated it from the start. I thought it was a big meme. I thought it was a joke, and I ragged on it. But I'm not going to sit here, even though I hated on it, I still got a level boost because it was just too good to pass up on. Like, why not? It's not my fault for feeling that way. It's their fault for putting that in front of my face, like dangling candy. Hey, like, you can get this piece of candy for really cheap.
Yeah, because Solheim, why wouldn't you use them? That's like people, and that's actually like myself. There's times I fucking hate flying in World of Warcraft, but if it's there, I'm going to use it because Path of Least Resistance. I wanted a mage for TBC. You bet your sweet bottom.
Exactly. Blaine and Solheim, 100%. We all can agree with that. Like, it's not It's not our fault for taking it because it's such a good deal or opportunity. It's their fault for implementing it, for sure. But also, they did a lot of fucking good. They gave us almost exactly what we wanted, like start to finish. We wanted innovative ideas. We wanted official hardcore realms with some changes and stuff. Hardcore at one point was one of the biggest things on the planet. Remember OnlyFans and the Tyler 1 shit? It was awesome. It was fun. Everyone was having a blast then. But then, like, you gotta understand the lifespan of classic players are so short that they're ready to move on to the next thing and shit on whatever they were just doing and pretend like it wasn't just a blast, like they weren't playing for 2 months straight and going crazy and having fun. Sometimes you gotta learn as a player to live and let be. You had some fun, but you can move on. It's okay. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? Am I crazy? Oh, what up, Eben? What's up? Good looking. How we doing?
Eben! What's up, buddy?
Man, you feel hyped for
TV.
Lemix.
How you doing, Golden?
Golden. What's going on, baby? Yeah, dude. Absolutely hyped. I was on it the last 2 days going crazy on Legion Remix. We got a lot of videos coming out soon.
Yeah, Eben, so, and listen, this is our hot take debate topic, right? So, it's supposed to be an inflammatory debate, right? Or an inflammatory topic.
Yo, for real.
But yeah, I mean, listen. I
Every
know
day, what's going on,
everyone
baby?
thinks that, and now it's... Who was it that made that video? Oh, it was, Ampy made that video that Classic Plus should be out by now, right? And already should be. So now that's the hot thing
the new
everyone
thing.
wants to say. I want them to cook as long as they need to, so that when it comes out, it's a banger.
I agree.
I don't want them to rush this shit.
I agree. No, I think at this point, guys, we also do have to remember, even though I'm dying for Classic Plus, I'm dying for the shit to happen. I am. But you have to remember, once it's released, it's done. There's no going back. Once you show the footage, once you reveal it, once you show your hand, once you show the magic trick, the magic's gone. So they need time to get everything right. Do surveys, do testing, do internal testing. Test things out, see if people like it. Go cheat and steal from private servers what looks good, what looks bad, what feels good, what feels bad. Let them take their time, because once it's done, it's done. There's no going back. It's going to either get hated on or loved. And by the way, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. I think either way, it's going to get hated on. Either
Blaine,
way.
they have to, I think it's, you know, they kind of gave us the shake and the nod that it's
True,
coming,
Sohan.
right? They already let us know it's coming. But you gotta have something for next year's BlizzCon, right? Because
let me ask you guys this question. Classic Plus, okay?
No, it does not.
Is this... Hold on, wait. This is a very simple question that is a fucking impossible one to answer. Is it a brand new Azeroth? Or is it just minor, like, quests, maybe a couple dungeons as you're leveling, minor class changes? What is it? What the fuck is Classic Plus? Is it a brand new Azeroth with brand new zones, brand new experiences? Or is it the same old shit we got from 2019? Maybe like 5 to 10 new quests per zone, maybe some quest lines, maybe a couple dungeons. And then what happens in the end game? Are we going right into Molten Core? Is it a Karazhan angle? Like, what the fuck does it mean? Like, what does it actually mean? Like, what? What is gonna make the player base happy?
You are as dumb as you look.
I know.
You actually are.
It's classic 3% XP boost. True.
Guys, I got this guy.
New raids.
Bro, they just want Turtle WoW. Are you dumb?
Fuck, you're right.
Like, come on, bro.
You're
like,
right.
Stop it.
Classic Plus is a classic WoW with garrisons, pet battles, and even more incursions. Transmog system and an LFR. Let's fucking go. Classic Plus should launch with a huge roadmap, and they should be reusing existing content, but it should be new content, remastered content, new content, etc.
I don't think they should waste resources on like updating Molten Core, bro. I kind of wouldn't want that.
I'm gonna be honest. If they had Molten Core in Classic Plus, I am not dying to do that.
I mean, they're
shit.
gonna have Molten Core.
That's what I'm saying. But like, why the fuck? That's not gonna get me excited. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I'm saying don't waste resources on updating.
And that's also the problem. Like, what the fuck are we actually about to do right now? Is it a brand new slate in the end game? Brand new tier of raids? Like all of it start to finish?
No, I think it's gonna be something that they're gonna want to slowly roll out. Here's my question, right? And if anyone who's interested in it, how do you guys expect them to monetize it? Because do you expect them to never have some sort of expansion pack?
Yeah, is it just a subscription? Is there like at least a $20 box price? Is there
Yeah, like, how do they justify this?
like, because it's gonna take a lot of developers to probably give everything that we would want. And by the way, Turtle WoW has been doing their thing for years and years and years and years and years. So before we say something like, if a private server can do it, Blizzard can do it. Yeah, but now Blizzard's on the fucking hot press right now.
Well,
the pressure's on.
It's going to be the first time that they're...
What about then?
They're going to be making brand new content on a consistent basis for Classic, right? How... It has to be monetized at some point more than just the sub, right? I'm assuming here.
By the way, I don't know about you guys. I would be fine.
Blaine, but they ended up making TBC and selling it for whatever.
Yeah, but
was.
I would be absolutely fine paying $20 for a box price for an expanded version of Classic WoW. Why wouldn't I be? Me personally, I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about me personally. Hold on a second. But I'm also not saying $40, $50, $60. I'm saying $20. You keep microtransactions out of it. No tokens, no toys, no pets, no cosmetics, no bullshit. $20 as a box price. That's fair to me.
Unyielding, you show how little you know about how a corporate company works and how unagile they are.
Can't move quicker than
unfortunately, corporate companies need OKs and checkoffs from 75 higher-ups.
Yeah,
it's not,
he's right.
It's not, oh, I had this cool idea, just implement it. No, you have to get, there's checks and balances and there's things that have to happen. It's not, let's get it done now. Unfortunately, that's just not how big companies work.
And by the way, and I'm not saying
Evan,
anything. That's why they will fail.
We'll get the
maybe.
We'll get the collector's edition info for Midnight in a couple of months.
By the way, guys, I think the best thing you can do is probably keep your expectations low, and they'll exceed it. No, I'm serious. I actually have my Saturday night invites. Yeah, we're gonna stop in about 5 minutes. I'm keeping my expectations pretty low, and I know they're gonna exceed it. I'm not expecting something absolutely fucking insane.
Well, I'm gonna listen. I'm excited for Classic Plus when it finally comes out.
Well, here's my problem. There are some Classic creators out there that are.
Well, it's not even necessarily low expectations. It's just
no. Wait. Let me talk for a second. There's Classic creators out there that are literally betting their entire life on something like this. Like, it's the second coming of fucking Christ. It has to hit. It's got to be the journey. It's got to be the questing. It's got to be the dungeons. It's got to be the rating. It's got to be the reputations and the boost and this, whatever the fuck. They're putting everything on it. And when it doesn't hit, they're going to bash the game and shit on Blizzard, rather than just trying to enjoy something that's brand new they've never seen. Like, why is it so popular?
Just go with the flow, baby.
Yeah, bro, sometimes just chill. Let's just play a fucking video game. Let's enjoy it for what it is.
Blaine, I don't know if you're right, buddy. I'm pretty sure if you sell a few million of them things, $60, that would be how
Player retention pays more.
That's like 4 months of a person's sub right there.
No, I think player retention pays more. I think a monthly sub would.
Oh, Solheim, you're right, by the way.
I do.
Whether Classic Plus ends up being good or bad, first off, leading up to it, every creator is going to get 100k views on almost every video. And then if it's bad, you get a bunch of views. If it's good, you get a bunch of views. Either way.
Expectation in the grave at this point. Yeah, just keep it low. Just keep it low. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with that, because guess what? We're all enjoying retail WoW for what it is, and it's headed in a fucking excellent direction. I haven't been this excited for retail WoW in years. So, with that being said, in my opinion, it doesn't hurt me at all to say, hey, take as long as you want with Classic, because I'm good over here. I don't need to stress. I don't need to. Unyielding, exactly. Retail's doing great, true, exactly. I don't need to stress, because retail's banging. You guys can take your time on Classic.
That's the beauty of just liking World of Warcraft, right? That's the beauty of just enjoying WoW in all of its forms.
Why the fuck do I need to be a part of a Civil War that doesn't actually exist?
Solheim, I see you. I know you be playing every version of WoW, bro. You think I don't see you, bro?
Solheim's watching W. Big walking W. Retail's good. W. It would just be nice to have Classic Plus already. Yeah, but the already and impatientness is why SOD ended up the way it did. Let me tell you why. Season of Discovery, Eben, how many days were they in advance? 40 days? They had 40 days prep time to move forward with content ahead of time. Yeah, they're never going to fucking make it. They're never going to make it 40 days. Do you know in retail?
60 days, yeah.
Do you know in retail World of Warcraft, they are already working on fully internal testing on the new expansion. But not only that, they're already working on implementing the designs and everything for the 0.5 patch in the next expansion
Are you talking
already.
about 12.1.5?
Yes.
Or 12.0.5?
No, 12.0.5.
Oh.
So they're like 6, 7, 8 months ahead. Now, we're going to sit here, and by the way, with a substantially bigger team. So we're going to shit on Season of Discovery with a team with maybe max 10, 15 people. Max.
That ended up growing hefty towards the end, by the way.
With 30, 40 people? Or 30, 40 days in advance? Let them take their time. Let them get the budget. Everyone knows they're making Classic Plus. Put down the pitchforks. Grab a doink and smoke it. Whatever the fuck you people do on your own time. I don't know. Classic WoW, the players are at fault. It is confirmed. I think we all agreed in the chat. The players are the problem. Blizzard is the walking W here, guys. Thank you so much. Can we all agree? Let's get some claps up for Blizzard.
Let's get some claps for this shill over here, huh?
Blizzard is awesome. I clipped this, by the way. Blizzard is such a good company. I mean, they do no fucking wrong. I'm glad they put the token in Wrath of the Lich King. It needed it to bring the community back alive. The market value was trash. I didn't get enough gold. I needed to spend money on my GDKPs. I'm over the bullshit. And by the way, you know what?
Yeah, do it.
Cosmetics, pets, and mounts in the store, give it to me. You want to know why? Because I like to walk around and say, hey, I spent money, you did it. I bought the $90 Brutosaur, you did it. And whenever I go on it, I have a macro that says poor every time I go on it because, yes, it's true. I spent money and you did it. You're poor. Ian Hazakosa, zip my pants back up after you're done, little bro. True.
Hey, great job. I wonder if people understand that you're memeing there, or they're gonna take that out of
Dude,
context.
if they don't understand, I'm joking. It is what it is. Yo, guys, listen, we love you so much. It was a fucking awesome show. Jesus, I almost just died. Holy shit. Classic WoW is coming for me. Oh my god. We have a raid to get to, a heroic raid. If you guys are interested, come join the raid. We're about to dive in right now. We will be back Wednesday night. We got some more videos coming soon. Sorry, I've been super busy with like getting sponsors and stuff settled for the channel and working on shit. No, all jokes aside, I am, because I'm in meetings 24/7 lately, and it's fucking exhausting. I'm so sorry about the lack of content. I'm working on Legion remix stuff. I'm going to bring you guys a piss ton of guides for that, as well as updates, news videos, discussion points, stuff like that.
I know you're memeing. I'm still triggered.
I'm sorry, guys. I love you all so much. All jokes aside, remember the comeback kids are here because of you guys. You guys
we didn't do a memory lane. That sucks.
We don't have time. You guys are the heart beating soul of everything here. Thank you guys so much. And by the way, don't forget, I know if we get a little upset about the classic discussion, we all love classic WoW. We're all sensitive about it. The truth of the matter is it's very healthy to talk and empty out the fucking tank on what's going on internally, like why things upset
The real truth of the matter is I'm a well-adjusted adult and I could give a shit less how long it takes them.
Yeah.
I don't need
let's just
I don't need it for my life to feel fulfilled. If it takes time, it takes time.
We're gonna try something new with the outro, by the way. My name's Sky.